Okay, so guys, in this whole review activity for our graphs from Graph Week, some of you are going to have to do over the activity from April 29th. In fact, quite a few of you. Many of you did not submit this work to me. It's not graded. I don't have a grade for you. And some of you just plain made mistakes. All right. Now, this table is where we're getting our data from. It's telling us about the population of a town called Moody in New Hampshire. It's telling us how many people lived there in 1848, how many people lived there in 1849, how many people lived there in 1850, and how many people lived there in 1851. And we are supposed to create a picture graph, a line graph, and a bar graph, okay? Now, don't ever forget that every single graph, no matter which one it is, it represents one line represents one piece of data, and the other line represents the other piece of data. So in our pictograph, it tells us that a smiley face represents 100 people, okay? And we now need to fill it in. So we have to put in our years. I actually think the assignment was set up that way. So if the years are represented here, we're representing the number of people there. And if one smiley face is 100 persons, then in 1848 they had 300 people. We need one smiley face, that's 100. Two smiley faces, that's 200. Three smiley faces, that's 300. So you are now going to use a picture to represent each number. Don't ever forget that if 100 persons are represented by a full smiley face, then it would take half of a smiley face to represent 50. Okay? Now you're going to do the exercise and send it back to me. On the line graphs are different, and I know some of you got the whole concept of line graphs a little bit better when we were working on coordinate graphs, because it's very similar. So the population is now represented going on the up axis, and the years are represented going across. In 1848, we had 300 persons. So we have to go up the 1848 line and put a dot on 300, okay? Then in 1849 we had 350, so we have to go up the 1849 line and put a dot, and then we connect. Now you have to finish this line graph and send me a picture. I am not going to give you the answers because you have to work for your grade. Now the bar graph confused a lot of persons, because everybody is assuming that every single bar graph has to go up, just like we had in the egg work we did on the 23rd, where the bar went up for school lunches. But it doesn't always have to be that way. If we have 1848, 1849, 1850, and 1851 represented here, then we need to know that the number of persons is what's represented here on this bar graph. So if in 1848 they had 300 people, it stands to reason that the bar is now going this way, because there's no rule that says the bar has to go from up to down. We are using a bar to represent each year, and the bar has to go up to the point where that population is. So it has to go to the 300 line. Now I want you guys to finish these activities and send them to me. There's no reason why you guys should be getting D's and F's on this. Do your best for me, guys. Thank you.